Oh my gosh. Well, there's a lot that I said. We'll just do it again. Thank you so much for that, Shreya. Very much appreciated. I don't always look in the chat. Oh my gosh. I forgot to turn on my receiver. Thank you so much. Well, we're talking today about being in the moment and right here in this day because it's so powerful. We get so often pulled back into the past or into the future. And there's the shoulds and the what ifs and everything kind of gets blown out and cortisol levels go through the roof and then forget fertility, right? It's just so strong. And it happens to all of us. 22 people, 4 likes. Thank you so much. That helps people find this and we always appreciate that. And thank you for subscribing if you're here because I love having you here and I'm going to do some new content for you, just for you. Okay, just wanted to say that. So it's really powerful and I'm going to look down in the chat in just a second. No one can hear you. I think now it should be better. uh, so being in the moment, being in this day, this one day where you are right now, I think if I look back, yesterday and the day before were just so full on, over layered, too many things going on coming at me. My mom's health and some conflict resolution and family and blah. And it was a dark day and it was cold. And now today, being in this one day, it's beautiful. There's hope. No one's home. I just came from a bath and it's a beautiful feeling. And that is the feeling that coming into the moment. And if your day is like yesterday for me, is coming into a moment inside that one day that allows you to feel that expansiveness. And maybe it's moving something to another day if it's possible to create that space so that when you're in this one day, your fertility can open up more because you're feeling less stress. And I'm going to come back down into the chat and give you a shout out as soon as we come to completion here. But it's so great to be here. And I've been thinking about this a lot because there's been so much going on. And I've been thinking about when that's happening, how powerful that is, how strong that is, and how much it affects your fertility success. Because when you're in stress, there's no success. I did not mean to rhyme. Why did that happen? I'm sorry. Oh, well, that happens. And, to remind you, that's what being here is about in this space every morning is about inspiration, encouragement. It's about the real dark, crappy moments that come up inside of fertility and popping them back up or working through them, going through them. Sometimes we can't go around things. We have to go through. There's no chance, no choice. And then you work with that. So, ah, if you're thinking about like what is today about? How does today feel for you? I'd be curious in the chat how things are going. How things are. I'm so thankful for you all for being here, and what's today look like for you? Whether you're doing the fertility thing or you're on a positive, you're here because you want a positive hit. Honestly, I'd be curious how things are and what if it's not the way you hope, if it's not a yay or it's not feeling great or you're not clear on how to move forward, what is a yes right now? What is a yes for you moving forward? I would be curious because those yeses are the things that allow being in that one day to feel like it can lift you up or help you to move forward. Sometimes it means pulling the covers over your head and saying permission to do that. Today it was, nope, I'm not going to clean the house that I've been doing business and running around and didn't take care of. I wanted a bath. My cat came and I knew it was the right choice. She came. We used to do this all the time when I was on my own. And she sat on the edge of the bath and she just purred. She purred and purred for a very long time. In fact, she continued to purr until the moment that I stopped because I wanted to come on this live. And I think those are those moments you get these signs. Okay, it's from a cat. I love my cat. So thank you for that. Sometimes it's seeing numbers or double numbers, or you see something around that reminds you that you're making the right choices and being in the moment allows you to see that. Being in your one day, your one powerful day, can allow you to see what you need to in order to move forward. Well, I realized that I said a lot and it was silent, and I'm so thankful to you all here, and especially Shreya. for saying, letting me know. So there were a handful of you who said something. So hi, no voice. That was Shreya. Can you whistle loudly? That was my receiver. This is what I get. I was a little bit like on my own planet. Then Alan Rose says, "You're silent. No words are coming out." Okay, so we got that. And Adnan, how are you? Yes, I'm. Today's a good day. No one, yeah. And we have some other comments here. Manish, I don't know what that means. How much country? And now you heard me. And thank you, I King. Very positive. Positive wins the day. Yes. Well, positivity can win the day. And sometimes the hard stuff also has to happen. And that's the thing is when you've signed up, or not always, but sometimes when you've signed up, like I've been meditating on deep learning and moving some old stuff out, and then stuff comes. Careful what you ask for. And it's powerful and it's painful and it's uncomfortable. And sometimes you want to go around it. Sometimes you start to go through it and then you want to go around it. Sometimes you just want to close your eyes and go to sleep and wish that it wasn't happening. And other times you just say, okay, here we go, into the storm like the white buffalo. And if you haven't heard that story, we will tell it tomorrow. It's not my story, it's a Native American story well, I heard it from a Canadian Native American who is an incredible person. Uh, be positive and optimistic, keeps the world balanced, even if things are bad. Be good anyway, I King. Well, that's very sweet. I mean, I think that ultimately it is how we decide to react to what's happening in the world and in our own lives. And we're not always going to do it perfectly. Hello, me too. We're human beings. And then in the moment when you can take a breath or drink that coffee, tea, or go for that walk, whatever it is that helps you come back into alignment, into more regulated state of being, then there's that possibility for optimism and positive. And not everybody's built that way. I have some friends who are built to be more in the shadows, and that's valuable too. And then we balance each other out in those moments. They remind me of the shadows, and I remind them of the light, and then when I'm feeling dark, it gets swapped. It's definitely that way in friendships, partnerships, people around. So I wish you all the best. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, and we will explore some more and see what's in the moment. And then we'll see you next week. All right, bye. If you don't know me, I'm Coach Ariel Andersson, and I'm happy to be here with you on this journey. And I myself I said this at the beginning, but we're going to delete that anyway, the silent part. I have been working in unconscious and conscious business training and development. And then when I moved out of the country after getting quite ill, like life-threatening ill, I stopped my education and I started a different education, which was traveling the world and living in different places and growing that way. And then I moved into wellness, and then I combined the two in conscious business and wellness. And then I have my daughter at almost 50, so I decided to share this journey with you all. And we've got some other things bubbling around, and we'll see how that unravels. I don't know. All right, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for being here.